Hey, I'm Jay. I'm a real estate investor, and today I want to provide you with a power tip that could save you thousands when underwriting an unstabilized property. So this is a conversation that actually came up earlier this week. I was talking to a potential partner. He and I linked up and we're just talking about some different things. He's actually looking at properties that are 50% occupied, which I know a little bit about. I've got one of those under my belt, but I've got some awesome partners on it as well. I'm going to make sure to give those guys credit, some props for helping us stabilize that property and get it where it is today. But one of the things that we did not realize when we went into this is a learning curve for us, is that the property that was 50% occupied, the power had been cut off for most of those units. And in this city and in this county, if the power's been off for more than 6 months, go through an inspection period again. So the city has to send somebody out and make sure that you hit all the checks and balances of what the code currently is, not what the code was built when the property was built. So this property was built in 1980. So we had to bring those units up to code for 2018, 2019, whatever it was when we did that. So it cost us thousands of dollars. And when I say thousands of dollars, I'm talking thousands of dollars per unit. What I mean by that is we had to hardwire smoke detectors into every bedroom and every room, essentially. The battery operating smoke detectors did not pass code anymore for this type of establishment. And also we had gas water heaters and gas furnaces that were sharing some of the same exhaust pipes. Which did not meet the code as of today. Right now, it probably met the code in 1980 or whenever these things were built, but it wasn't one of those things where it didn't look like it had been tampered with. And plus, it was in all these units, these 12 or 13 units that we had to do this to get them up to code so we can actually get the power turned back on. That's the thing. The power company would not allow us to turn these things back on until we had a past inspection. So just a power tip for you. If you're looking at unstabilized properties and you've got units that have had the power turned off for a while, and in this case, it was 6 months, sometime a couple of years. In this case, the city that we were in required that when the power is turned off to a building for 6 months, then it is reopened for inspection, right? So make sure when you're looking at these unstabilized properties and they've had the power turned off for units for a while, that you may run into some costs to get them up to code just so you can get the utilities turned back on. That's the big thing. If this has been helpful or interesting, give me one of these. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. And do me a favor and hit that subscribe button.